Hey, just wanted to share some insights I got this week. It's week 21, and there's been some development going on in the ERT tool. And one of the things that we have started working on is a new way of fetching messages. And the reason why I want to bring this up is one of the tools I got introduced to this week was question everything and really consider why it was really there. And I can see that was one of the things I've been a bit reluctant to really do. So when I started ERT, my grand thought was we want to do these modules and end beginning of the end of your processing change, so you'd be able to do 90% of the testing really simple, and we automated the process about adding modules and doing all this modification so users did not have to do anything with it. And that was really cool. It worked, and we could do a lot of things with it. Then lately I've been wondering, well, why do we actually need to do this? Because we could probably make 80% testing or test 80% of the different cases with just fetching data from the log, and that is what we are now trying to add. But I guess the thought of this is actually, why do I not question that assumption, and why didn't I see it as an assumption that I had, and I could actually just say, okay, we are past that flow now. Now we actually have to make a better release, make it easier for customers to use, instead of just thinking, I got this thought 2 years ago. Now it's really not, well, it's the optimal one, but an easier way may actually be to do something else that could enable us to run these things. So that's one of the things that I've been considering, and now we're working on this functionality. So hopefully it'll be there in a few weeks' time. Then this thing about developing cloud is also a lot different. So we're releasing, you suddenly just get an update of your system, and then you have to figure out, well, what happened and why does it work differently. And we had created some development, it worked, there was a bug or a new patch release that were giving us some new functionality, and then suddenly something didn't work. And we asked SAP to fix it, and they fixed it in a couple of days, released the build over the weekend, and it was pretty cool. And we had to fix something in our code also that was causing problems. So the perspective is actually this, that customers and code will actually be a lot easier to deploy and maintain than just simply deploy it, deliver a patch, but you'll just get an instant update of your system. Which also makes it a lot better if you have full test cases covering everything, that you can just set it, run it, and then you can validate if something changes. So I think that was the two biggest things from this week. I did have some meetings with some potential partners, and they really could see the benefit for some of their clients, saying, well, these guys are spending a lot of money, resources on these documentation of the processes, what's really being done. And we're looking for something that could actually help them, and they may be doing something, but with the automation that he could see we were having, it was being, they would definitely be pretty interested in these things. So yes, I guess what I just wanted to give you today was this thing: what kind of assumptions do we have about the things you're doing that was based on backwards thought patterns? So I do hope you liked this video. If you did, please hit the like. That's really what drives me to do these things. Subscribe, and also be able to hear my next videos with these updates. Thanks, and have a fantastic weekend.